RSP flat all day. That and Dow seem to help stabilize things a little bit. I think Dow ended up closing the day at 0.03. So a little bit of breadth coming in to stabilize the markets despite NQ dropping 80 points on the day. I think they'll probably try to get a little bit of a bounce going overnight in order to not only wiggle out of this atrocious position that they found themselves in at the end of the day, but also to get some of those short puts that are in the money to close out of the money for the AM expiration. This puts us kind of right at the prior support on ES, and this broadening wedge that is really starting to turn into an actual downtrend, but we'll see. I would say for now we probably still have range to the upside at 5100. We could see a retest, provided that this support builds up. Market maker ended the day still a seller of the flat tape, so charm on the weekly expiration is negative. Charm on the monthly expiration, however, is positive, except all of that falls off come tomorrow morning. Holy Netflix candle. Where did it go? Is it down or up? It's up $6. Well, I need it to go up more than that. Okay, I can live with that. This is why you sell the illegal option, Popcorn. I mean, are their earnings even out yet? I'm not seeing anything. Revenue beat, EPS beat. All right, looks like they beat. Paid net change, 9.4, 9.33 million. Oh, that's million. Who gives a shit? Global membership. Oh, global membership's up 5 million above the expected. More Netflix members. Big beats. Time to take profits. I need Netflix to go below 575 or open above 632. Will Netflix having a big beat affect markets at all? A little bit on NQ, where it's got slightly more weighting, but no, not so much on ES. ES is kind of where it was. Best I can do is flat. Yeah, I don't want that. Flat would suck. Market isn't a huge fan of the beat. Guidance? I don't know if they've released any yet. Also, people might just be willing to sell Netflix here. It's not like they're going to beat this earnings, right? Yeah, OPEX is this Friday. All right, back to the important stuff. So we're still looking for that 50, 44, 75 failure on ES. That's roughly around where 5,000 is on SPX. Commodities, down a little bit today. Interesting. Dollar up, yields up, slightly lower high than this morning, but not much. I think we're 4.635 on the 10-year, or $1.0615. I don't think we have any important data tomorrow, but I'll double check at the end of this. Looks like a little bit of a turnaround in 1 month correlation. 3-month correlation just kind of flat on the last couple of days. Not much going on there. So they're still pushing that short-dated dispersion trade. Whether that's effective or not, we'll see. Might not be. Forward yield on volatility, 3.553% into the end of the day. Leverage on the carry trade, getting pretty close to all-time highs. We're only about 40% off from our high in October. So, I mean, it's not that they can't leverage that up more. They could, but it's going to have a pretty dramatic effect on the yen, which is already at 154.62, up 15 points on the day. That one's getting kind of close to a point where we might start to see some intervention from Bank of Japan, or at least the Japanese Ministry of Finance. Move, I'm not sure if that's updated yet. Skews at 143, so a little bit more tail risk hedging being picked up. We got 8% of the S&P now below its 20-day moving average. And I have no idea what the correlation looks like on this. Give me 1 second. I can pull that up too. Looks like we're negative 22.55, so almost no change there today. VIX 3-month is down about 50 points. VIX is down about 88 points. Not a lot of big changes in vol. It seems to be holding that 18 level pretty well. Gold's up a bit today, 2,395. Getting close to pushing up above that 2,400 level again. And oil down again today, another 80 points. A lot of that is the cooling tensions in the Middle East. I'm not sure that drop in price is going to persist though, because once that kind of eases out of the news cycle, you still have to deal with all the OPEC cutoffs and the fairly significant lack of supply until the end of the year. You think an overnight pump then? I mean, it would make sense to try, but it doesn't look like they're at least trying yet. But if they could get the 50-50 out of the money, like the sold puts at 50-50 out of the money, it would be worthwhile to pump it. Christ, you still here? Bring the empty chair back. It was far better financial advisor, unsubbed and disliked. Thank you, Gaff. Netflix hitting that 570. Ooh. Is it just dumping? We'll see. It's probably going to stay flat, which is going to piss me off. Anything neat on GoEV or Upstart? Not much on GoEV. It's holding the trend. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Last time it ran on OPEX. So I do have some $2 calls for next week also, but it also ran the day before OPEX in March. This is the run that pushed it onto Reg Show, and now it's 20 days on Reg Show. Tomorrow will be the 21st day. Tell me tomorrow to keep my dead straddle leg, even when it looks like it's going to get deader. Still green on the day. Okay, nice. I could take a look at Upstart. Upstart kind of had like a little bounce today. It's getting pretty illiquid, but it doesn't look that great. I would say I wouldn't be very interested in it unless it broke back above like the 2350 level. And if it broke back above 2350, maybe it could push 2750. But right now, yeah, it doesn't look great. GME also kind of looks like so yeah, neither of those look very good. Beyond, nothing's really changing there, although it is starting to push down into the range where there's at least some buyers. Yeah, go EV. I'm just kind of waiting to see if it breaks that trend or not. It hasn't so far, so the charm's staying positive on it into tomorrow. A lot of those 350 calls are sold though. They could squeeze out, or they'll fall off Friday and that'll open up room to the upside next week. Thanks, Dad. Tell me tomorrow to keep my dead straddle leg. I read the shareholders note and it's not totally positive. No longer going to report net subscriber growth and are going to lean more into their ad side since they probably can't raise prices more. I mean, they could always try. When will Loop Ring be $3 again? Probably never. Is GME just dead forever? No, but it's like the total delta on it's almost gone, right? No one's even really playing options on it anymore. So pretty dull. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning for the summary of this very exciting week. Night, everyone.